Figure out where that prospect is and where they want to be early. What I mean by that is, hey, so what's your biggest reason for wanting to paint the house? We've got to sell it. What's the biggest reason for wanting to paint the house? My daughter's getting married. What's your biggest reason for needing a mobile app? OSHA came in here, smacked our hands because our reports weren't up. It cost us 16 grand. You guys need to start having the courage to ask this question like during the first few minutes of any conversation with any prospect. What's your biggest reason for needing life insurance? Right? Oh, I would never ask that because that puts it up for debate on whether or not they need life insurance. Bullshit. They're debating whether or not they need your stuff anyways. Okay? So don't be afraid to ask somebody what their reason is. They'll tell you. Right? What's your biggest reason for painting the house? My daughter's getting married. Then when you go to close, hey, does it make sense for us to get started so we can get the house painted before the wedding? Now you're the only salesperson that they're talking to. Only one. I guarantee it. That's closing with does it make sense so you can, not we can, not I can, so you can have the house ready in order for your daughter's wedding. Does it make sense for me to paint the house so you can get it on the market and get it sold faster? Okay. Now, if they say no, what's a good next step? I'm not sure. Okay? I get it. What's a good next step for me? Well, I don't know. I just need to get 3 other bids. Right? Now, here's where you have to be courageous. And I guarantee you this is the part that you're missing. You're not setting a next step. Okay? So what's a good next step? They say, I don't know. They don't tell you. Right? Your projects are getting delayed. You might not even be asking them what's a good next step for me. They'll tell you a lot more then. But then you have to have the courage to go, what's a good next step for me? I don't know. We're just going to get some other bids. Hey, makes perfect sense, right? I'll call you tomorrow at 10 a.m. if I haven't heard from you before then. Fair enough? Yeah, okay. Now make that next step really, really tight, okay? Even if you think they're going to tell you, I want to wait 2 weeks, don't put yourself in that hole. You haven't even gotten in that hole yet. Don't jump in it voluntarily. I'll call you tomorrow at 10 a.m. if I haven't heard from you before then. Fair enough? And now, which brings us to another thing I wanted to talk about today, skillful follow-up. Okay? Now, if you've been skillful, if you went to close them on the first conversation, does it make sense for me to paint your house? So you can, because you skillfully figured out why the hell they want to paint their house, have it ready for your daughter's wedding. Now when you follow up, hey Matt, as promised, it's 10:30, calling to see if it makes sense so we can get the team in there to paint the house so it'll be ready in time for your daughter's wedding. I'm on my mobile, 720-660-3202. Ring, ring, ring. Yeah, we were going to get 3 other bids, man. We just got to knock this out. You are absolutely right. Last thing I need is painters in here and florists in here, and we got to get this thing done, right? So your skillful follow-up then is what? It's the exact same as your close. I'm calling, but you're just throwing in the I'm calling if you have to leave a voicemail. If they answer, yellow, hey Brian, Matt Easton calling to see if it makes sense to get you access to the sales coaching so you can go from $550,000 a year to $750K in commissions. Pause, full stop. Yeah, it does. Let's go ahead and do it. Perfect. Sent you a link right now. What happens next? Just click on that, get enrolled. I'll see you on the live on Tuesday. Welcome aboard, right? What happens next?